Hey, it's AP Experiment, and welcome back to XDefiant. We are in Noodle Place from Watch Dogs 2. Personally, one of my favorite maps, just because I really do like how it's open in the middle. There are the buildings to the sides. The objectives are very well placed. It's very. I feel like it's a very decent map setup. I really like how the colors pop out on this map. I was running the SVD and the DeadSec faction, which is beautiful because the DeadSec faction comes from Watch Dogs, so I thought it would be more than appropriate. Plus, I really want to get used to them. I really do love their ult. I was trying to figure out the best ways to use their hijacked, as I could not use their spider during the server test. Again, it was having some sort of glitch just prior to the server test fully coming out, so they ended up pulling it from the server test, and then later ended up pulling the Echelon faction due to an invisibility glitch that was going on. But yeah, I ended up switching over to the SVD just because I really have a fascination with marksman rifles, probably because I can't really snipe too well, and hopefully over time I can remedy that through playing the game a lot. But I really struggle to snipe, so marksman rifles have always been my thing. Plus, high-powered rifles have always kind of been my thing. One of the first guns I had ever personally looked into as far as its history and its strength was the M1 Garand. I am a very big fan of high-powered rifles. I feel like accuracy over the amount of bullets is very cool, but you know, assault rifles are very amazing. Again, my favorite gun in this entire game is the ACR, but I was really trying to see if the marksman rifles would be a prominent factor, as in a lot of FPS games, marksman rifles kind of end up getting washed under the bridge, as the development teams normally really want to make the assault rifles and the SMGs, especially in a game like this, which is going to eventually have esports. The assault rifles and the SMGs normally are the stars of the show. The snipers normally are a nice little side character, but again, I have a sweet and special love for marksman rifles. I feel like they are amazing, so I wanted to give them a try, and just kind of see how they enjoy it. I believe I actually had the fast mags on this just because I did want to kind of speed up the reload time. If I'm going to be shooting slow, I might as well reload fast. That was kind of my thought process. And as you can see, my shots were not hitting. I was not very accurate. So I'm definitely going to have that to work on. At the time of this, I was really still playing with the settings, figuring out the adjustments, and I will probably be continuing to do so in the next 6 days. Oh, it feels so good to say that. In the next 6 days, when the game fully launches and I am able to have it in my hands almost 24/7 to grind, to figure out, to play, to tinker with. I feel so good. If it wasn't obvious, this is Hot Shot. This is, as I was explaining in a previous video, it has kill confirmed aspects, but when you collect a certain amount of the tags, you actually become the hot shot, which means you are also a high value target, because when you are the hot shot, every tag you pick up is 2 points, as well as when you die, I believe you drop 4 or 5 tags. So you were the high value target, as well as you were getting more points for absolutely slaying out. So hot shot, in my personal opinion, if you're a person who loves to slay out, this is your game mode. Now, yes, is it probably not exactly what you want? Everyone wants a team TDM type move, TDM type play mode, where you really only have to worry about slaying out. But I feel like if you have the skill set to basically slay out, a game mode like this should be simple. get your kills, collect your tags, help your team win by continuing to just slay out. It should be rather simple, but to each their own. Obviously, TDM is a very staple inside of the arena shooter method. Obviously, there's always a mode like TDM in games. I believe even from Call of Duty to Halo, there's always been a quote-unquote TDM type mode or a Slayer type mode where you basically just have to focus on kills and nothing else. That flashbang was insane. I am so happy they have the inverted flash for this game, because when a game does not have inverted flash, as a person who normally ends up playing a lot at night and in the dark 9 times out of 10, not having inverted flash kind of sucks. It usually means I have to turn the brightness down to the game so that I do not burn my eyeballs out. So this game having the inverted flash where my skin turns black instead of white, very beautiful, very lovely. I very much enjoy that. As you can see though, we've been holding the lead for majority of this game, even when the opposite team had a hot shot and we did not. They seem to definitely not really be able to get a lead here. We're not even really get a foothold. We were very much taking it to them. I think they were playing a lot slower, a lot off of objective, as you can see here. A lot of them seem to be playing back. Again, this is a server test, so 9 times out of 10 people are pretty much just trying to slay out, and that's kind of just their thing. That's just how a lot of people play games like this, is legitimately just to slay out, just to kind of handle things in their own way, to figure out the guns, to tinker with their builds, to see if their builds are viable. I'm very excited for the practice ranked mode, which is probably going to be where I'm going to be for majority of the preseason, which reminds me that the preloads are today at 9 a.m. So shortly after you see this video, or maybe before you see this video, you can preload the game yourself. You can literally just probably look up XDefiant inside of your system, or if you're on PC, on I believe the Ubisoft Connect, download it that way, and you will be able to preload the game starting today at 9 a.m. And then obviously tomorrow they'll be doing the X brief, which I believe will explain how the entire preseason will work. And then just after the weekend, we're in there. We're inside of XDefiant. We are going to be in bliss. I personally cannot wait. I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very locked in. I do not know why I did not use my lockout. What am I doing? They're actually catching up and I'm not using my lockout. I must not have seen that I was actually I actually had my ult at this point. But yeah, this just shows again like a skill diff. I definitely should have used it. Even if we had the lead, I definitely should have used it at this point, with 2 minutes left and us being so close to victory and them vastly catching up to us. I definitely should have used my ult at this point. I don't know what was making me lag and not really do that. Again, I probably wasn't paying attention. And look at this, they ended up actually catching up, getting the lead on us. Don't tell me we take the loss here. Hold on. I gotta lock in and see this, because this is ridiculous. I had switched back to the ACR just for us to take the L. Wait a minute. I was slipping heavily, and I'm literally still holding this ult. What am I doing? And this is another reason why I love doing my post commentaries. I get to see the mistakes I made. I end up actually popping it there, which might be too late in the end. Hold on. Wow, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. We might actually have lost this purely because of me. I had my ult for almost an entire minute before I used it, and I held on to it, and they got the lead. This is crazy. Hold on. Did I really cough this up? Did I really lose this first like this? If it isn't obvious, I'm a person who takes personal blame for a lot of the losses, because I would rather say that I failed to do something than to say that the team failed to do something. Um, yeah, oh my lord. Okay, from the way that I'm stopping, I probably was definitely distracted while playing this, because I definitely could have hacked the El Remedeo that was sitting there on the floor. I was definitely not paying attention. No wonder we lost this. So that's definitely something I have to remedy when I am playing more. That is crazy. We really lost because I just wasn't focused up. Again, as an objective player, I take objective based game mode losses personally. But I love that Libertad ended up getting the player of the game. I had 13 denials. It's been AP Experiment. Catch you in the next one.